What's going on, Whites Army? Your boy is back with some absolutely mental news that's gonna shake Elland Road to its core. I'm telling you right now, what I'm about to drop on you today is gonna leave you speechless, and I guarantee you haven't heard this anywhere else yet. Listen up, because we've got 3 massive bombshells that are gonna change everything we thought we knew about our beloved Leeds United. I'm talking about news so big that it's gonna have every single one of you Whites fans either jumping out of your seats with pure joy or throwing your phones across the room in absolute shock. First up, we've got a story about a certain American midfielder who's been completely frozen out by our gaffer, and trust me, this one's gonna hit you right in the gut. Then we're diving deep into our desperate hunt for attacking firepower that's got us chasing 2 massive signings worth over $40 million. And finally, oh man, the third story, it involves secret scouts watching a Norwegian wonder kid who could be the missing piece to our Premier League survival puzzle. Smash that like button. If you're ready for this roller coaster, drop a comment letting me know you're part of the Whites Army, and make sure you're subscribed because you do not want to miss what's coming next. But here's the thing, Leeds family, before we get into all the chaos, I need you to brace yourselves, because this first story about our relegated American star is going to absolutely blow your mind, and it all started with what Daniel Farke did against AC Milan. Boom! The name everyone's been whispering about is Brenden Aaronson. That's right, Whites Army, our American winger, the player who is supposed to be our creative spark, the man who we brought back from the Premier League to help us get promoted. But hold on to your scarves, because what I'm about to tell you is gonna make your blood boil. Daniel Farke has basically just told Aaronson that his time as a starter at Leeds United is over. Against AC Milan, our gaffer made it crystal clear that there's no place for Brenden in his Premier League system. The American was relegated to the bench, coming on as a second half substitute like some kind of squad player. Here's the brutal truth that's got me absolutely fuming. Farke has completely changed our system. He's gone with 3 flat midfielders, and guess what? There's literally no room for Aaronson's number 10 role. The position he thrived in during the championship. Gone. Vanished like it never existed. And you know what the most heartbreaking part is? When he did come on against Milan, he struggled to make any impact. Without his preferred position, and with the added responsibility of tracking back, our American star looked completely lost out there. It's like watching a fish trying to climb a tree. It just doesn't work. The writing is on the wall, Whites Army. After being one of the first names on Farke's team sheet all last season, Aaronson is now facing the harsh reality that he might be nothing more than a bench warmer in the Premier League. The USMNT International simply doesn't fit the current system, and honestly, based on his struggles in his preferred position, maybe Farke's decision isn't completely unwarranted. What's even more devastating is that this isn't just about one game, this is about Farke's entire philosophy for Premier League survival. He's prioritizing defensive stability over creative flair, and unfortunately for Brenden, that means his attacking instincts are becoming a liability rather than an asset in this new setup. But wait, because this attack crisis gets even worse when you hear about the absolute panic buying that's happening behind the scenes. Hold on to your hats, Leeds United faithful, because if you thought the Aaronson situation was bad, wait until you hear about the absolute chaos happening in our transfer market right now. Daniel Farke himself has basically admitted that we're in crisis mode up front. Listen to what our gaffer said after the Milan game. In comparison to our championship squad, we have not improved in the offense. Can you believe that? We're about to face the Premier League Wolves, and our own manager is telling the world that our attack is worse than last season. Here's where it gets absolutely mental. We're now in a $43 million race for Nico Gonzalez from Juventus. That's right. We're talking about a 27-year-old Argentine who could cost us nearly £50 million. But here's the kicker. Leeds are getting impatient with our original target, Rodrigo Muniz, the Brazilian striker that we've been chasing all summer. Yeah, well, apparently our patience is running thin because we need bodies through the air. Now! Graham Smith from the Yorkshire Evening Post is saying that time is running out and we can't afford to wait around anymore. But get this, Nico Gonzalez isn't even having a good time at Juventus. Last season, he only managed 5 goals and 4 assists in 38 games, his worst season in years. And we're potentially willing to break our transfer record for a player who's clearly struggling and has 0 resale value at 27 years old. The desperation is real, White's Army. We've lost manner. Solomon, we couldn't get Igor Paixão, and now we're throwing money at problems like there's no tomorrow. Fark knows that without serious attacking reinforcement, we're going to be in a relegation battle from day one. We've replaced Joseph and Bamford with just Mecha on a free transfer. That's not Premier League ambition, that's survival mode. What makes this even more terrifying is that we're potentially about to spend our entire transfer budget on players who might not even guarantee goals. Gonzalez's versatility is attractive, but are we really going to risk everything on a player coming off his worst professional season? The pressure is mounting, and every day that passes without signings is another nail in our Premier League coffin. But just when you think this transfer window couldn't get any more intense, wait until you hear about the secret mission that's got our scouts flying across Europe. White's Army, buckle up because this final bombshell is going to blow your minds. While everyone's been talking about our big money moves, Leeds United have been conducting secret operations across Europe. And I'm about to reveal something that's going to have you on the edge of your seats. Andreas Schjelderup. Remember that name, because he could be the game changer that saves our entire season. This 21-year-old Norwegian wonder kid from Benfica has been flying under the radar, but Leeds have had scouts watching him like hawks. Here's the incredible part. While Schjelderup was playing in Benfica's Champions League qualifier against Nice at the Allianz Riviera, our scouts were there in the stands taking notes, analyzing every touch, every run, every decision. This kid has already made his Norway debut, has 7 Champions League appearances under his belt, and contributed to 9 goals across all competitions last season. But what makes this story absolutely insane is what our scouts witnessed. Despite Benfica winning 2-0, Schjelderup put on a masterclass that had our representatives scrambling for their phones. A 92% pass completion rate, 2 chances created, won 4 out of 5 defensive duels. This isn't just talent, this is a complete player. The best part, he's only 21 years old. While we're panicking about spending $43 million on aging stars, this Norwegian gem could be a long-term solution to all our problems. He can play anywhere across the front line. He's got Champions League experience, and he's hungry to prove himself in the Premier League. What's even more exciting is that this kid has that raw hunger that we desperately need. He burst onto the scene at Nordsjælland when he was just 16 years old, showing the kind of fearless mentality that could thrive in the intensity of English football. And unlike our other targets, Schjelderup represents both immediate impact and future investment. The perfect combination for a club like Leeds. This is it. White's Army. 3 stories that paint the complete picture of where Leeds United stands right now. A star player potentially frozen out, desperate big money chases for proven talent, and secret scouting missions for the future. We're at a crossroads that could define our entire Premier League campaign. Hit that like button if this got your heart racing. Drop a comment telling me which signing you want us to prioritize. And make sure you're subscribed because the transfer window is just getting started. But here's my question for all you passionate Leeds United fans out there. With all this chaos, all these potential signings, and all these tough decisions ahead, do you think we're building a team capable of Premier League survival, or are we just throwing money at problems hoping something sticks? Come on, Leeds!